Over the next 2 minutes, I will give you an idea which you will agree is absolutely significant. In the first 12 minutes of this presentation, I will give you 4 concepts that, if you will apply them, will make a major difference in your life. And as you listen to this, you're going to be thinking to yourself, I really like that. And I'm going to remember it. I'm going to start to use it. But the reality is, when I finish this presentation, virtually none of you who are listening to me could give all 4 of those concepts back to me. And that's why we encourage that you listen over and over and over and over again, because repetition is the mother of learning, which means it's the father of action, which makes it the architect of accomplishment. Now, we'll start with this. Raise your hand if you've heard me before or this is your first time. Let me see your hands. Follow along in the car. Raise that hand if you're doing this with me. Now, the second question is a little tricky, so stay with me. Raise your hand if you sincerely believe, as a matter of fact, you are convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt that there is something that you can specifically do in the next 2 weeks that will make your personal life, family life, and business life all worse. Raise your hand, right? Everybody's got their hands up. Raise your hands so we can see it. Everybody normally raises their hands because committing a major crime, such as murder, can indeed impact your personal life, family life, and business life, making them all worse. So you probably know what the next question is. What that means is raise your hand if you believe there's something that you can specifically do now that would make your personal life, family life, business life all better. Of course there is. There's one that can make it worse. There's one that can make it better. Now raise your hand if you believe the choice is yours. Raise your hand if you believe every choice has an end result. All right. And raise your hand if you believe that making the right choice is your responsibility. Okay. Now, so over this short period of time, while we've been talking, what you have just said, whether you realize it or not, you have just agreed that regardless of how good or bad my past has been, and regardless of how good or bad my present is, there is something that I can specifically do now that will make my future either better or worse, and the choice is mine. All right, now that's profound. And we got to make sure we let people know when we make these profound statements, because a lot of times they just overlook them. So I don't want you to miss how profound that statement just was, right? And that is what started everything for me. Ziglar's a 60-minute presentation, maybe 50 to 60 minutes presentation. Ziglar, and I listened to that thing every day on the way to work for like the next 3 months. Around month 2, right, it was just in my head, Around month 2, I started getting ideas. I started implementing ideas. I started trying stuff to see, right, if I could make this difference that he was talking about. So what we do now, in turn, is provide those same products and tools to everyone else, right? They've had a tremendous impact on my life. So we have all 4 of those videos up on the site, kind of the foundation to everything that I'll be doing for the rest of my life, right? And we're going to do a little walkthrough just to show you how to get to those foundational videos. And as always, continue to explore the most fascinating thing about your life, you. It's possible for all of us. Yeah? Enjoy.
Okay, so at Google, we will go to CHKI 35 Life because the founder information is in the 35 Life section. All right, and we can go into career compensation just to get onto the site. And once we're on the site, we can just go down to the bottom and click on 35 Life, right? 35 Life is the section where we're going to get those founders videos. Scroll down, some other information up there for you as well, but you come down to Founders Foundations. And these are those 4 speeches that I was talking about. Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, right? For me, Those were the first four. And these four guys have produced more millionaires in this country than probably anybody else, right? That's all they kind of do is talk about this information that allows you to kind of become a better version of yourself. So there we go. Pretty simple. Just go to the website, 3-5 Life section, down in Founders Foundations, and those are the four videos that changed everything for me. All right, that's it. As always, enjoy the rest of your day. Continue to explore the most fascinating thing about your life. You. All right.